tits. And,
Nice to be here.
yeah. So on the streets of social media,
Yes, so
something caught our attention. I think that was over the week. Yeah, and I think
weekend.
maybe
I think, yeah.
Titi has the gist.
Yeah.
For us.
So funny enough, it wasn't. I think it was Winfrey that put it on our platform, you know, and it struck me that there's always been this decades old question of what do women really want? You know, the men are always asking. So apparently there was a lady who actually put up on her own status, or I think her status updates, that she didn't feel she was contributing to her man, and so she decided to leave him. I can't confirm whether they were dating.
They were
dating,
or it was a relationship situation.
She said she didn't feel like she was contributing because he cooks, he cleans, and I'm like, I don't understand. Wow, okay. So because he's doing all that, you don't feel like you're giving as much as you should in the relationship. So I know that there are a lot of women, myself included, who appreciate a man who cooks and is able to clean, and not just clean very well, be very nice and tidy.
Meticulously.
In fact, sometimes bordering on OCD. You know, I love you, baby.
Exactly.
Like, issue is, why was it such a big problem that she decided to leave?
Maybe she wasn't.
What?
Maybe she wasn't getting enough of.
Really?
Why are you dancing?
So you know you're in animal skin today. Dancing is risky because you look like you're doing some kind of, I don't know, but you look amazing, by the way. But seriously?
Yeah, but maybe she wasn't, maybe he wasn't, you know.
He wasn't
because
giving.
I don't get it. I mean, really, it borders on the question, what do women really want? Mary.
So, women, see, the thing is, from the outside, it's easy to look at it as, oh my goodness, what's going on here? But sometimes men that can do everything, like they are able to handle all their business, they also have, in quotes, bad mouths.
Wow.
In the sense that it might be like, oh, I cleaned up after you, or he's probably the type that goes, I don't like where you put this, I don't like, because he's the one doing all the cleaning and stuff.
Okay.
We are not in the relationship, so we don't know why. So the beautiful part that is usually put out is, oh, this man is perfect in every way. But there is no such thing as a perfect person. There will definitely be a comma somewhere. And that comma, because she respects him, or respects the friendship she hopes they will continue to have.
She wouldn't want to divulge
that information.
So you're saying this is not, that's not all. It's not just the cooking and the cleaning.
That's there's more to a man than that. There's the companionship aspect. Do they have great conversations? Do they have great time, intimate time? There's so many boxes to tick. So maybe for her, she was like, okay, I can tolerate this, I can tolerate this. But goodness, you're too clean and too good in the kitchen for my liking, and so she uses that as an excuse.
Well, you know, the angle I'm seeing this from is when a time where, you know, the role of a woman in a relationship is just more than cooking, cleaning, being a domestic housewife or woman, you know, being domestic, you know, all of that. It's giving more to the relationship. And we're not just talking about the emotional role that we play, the intellectual role, the spiritual role. There's so many roles that we play. So maybe she felt that, you know, for her, that's how much she can give to that relationship.
So she wasn't prepared to give anything else?
Anything else. So, because that's the only way she's going to say, that's for her, that is the only value she's adding to that relationship. If she doesn't have, if she doesn't feel that there is anything else that she can add to that relationship, she'll feel that I'm not needed here.
So there are two things to say to what you just said.
Exactly.
One, there's the love language. For some people, the love language is giving. Caring for their man or caring for their woman.
Okay, that's
in our case, our love language might be, I want to clean
I want to cook
after you.
for
I want
you.
to cook for you. But then he's even a better cook than she is. He cleans up even better than she does. So, maybe the acts of service might be her love language. And then on the other hand, I see what you mean by, okay, the man does this, does that. But on the other hand, I'm looking at it also as a case of, there are things that a couple will do together that will connect them more.
I was going there because instead of, I also would like to believe that instead of her just leaving that relationship, she should have communicated.
That's why I said
communication is key.
Else.
You need to communicate, except if it's on the ground of not, communicating, and then he's not, responding or reciprocating, or he's not, listening. Then you can now say, okay, you know what, I'm done. I'm leaving.
I'm thinking of going back to that list of things that a woman can contribute to a relationship that are not just in the kitchen or in the home front. There are couples that survive being in a relationship where they don't even live in the same building. So if the domesticated matters are what you are using as the basis for the relationship was already on a rocky foundation from the very beginning. If, for instance, she can say she's leaving for that matter, I still border on what you said, that it's just an excuse. There's something else underneath it. That's one. Two, if, for instance, the guy does have a comma of OCD, or he's just a bit too meticulous for you, then maybe you need to go through your list of the things you want.
The fact that
there was something
the boy was not giving. Because we have seen situations where baby boy is giving and is not doing any other thing, but we women stay.
Oh, goodness.
Yes. We stay for no reason.
Let me just state this, because I hear it a lot, and it's something that bothers me. When a woman... I mean, seriously. In a marriage, I do not believe that a housewife only cooks and cleans. I don't believe it. That's my personal opinion. If you want to pay a nanny, for example, you want to pay a nanny, you want to pay a cleaner, you want to pay a driver, put all the money together, you know how much you pay. But then a woman is at home doing all three without complaining, seeing it as a responsibility. One. Two, there's the intellectual part you mentioned. There are some women who have raised great husbands, great men. The men will not give the woman.
Did you just say raised great husbands?
Yes, because really, I use that word.
You mean
not
that they're their sons?
It's actually deliberate, that
nurtured.
usage of raise.
Nurtured.
I'm actually using raise for a reason, because in most cases, how a woman meets a man is not the way she will leave him. It's either she leaves him worse off or better off.
So that's why I say nurture, because
no, I don't want to use the word nurture. It's deliberate. It's deliberate.
Because they are children when they come
because
with you.
Many men are actually immature at the time they get married.
I feel like we're actually gods.
Same
we
for
breathe
women.
the breath of life into man.
As if the man too is not...
No, he's living, but there's a different breath that we breathe into their lives once we get into their lives.
Okay,
it nourishes them in every way.
Which eventually
And then what's with your move this morning? I don't even understand.
I don't know. It eventually makes them more attractive to other single women, because they all look all packaged.
Titi
and
is
all
taking it to
well
another place.
All
At this point,
At that, I'm going to take it away from that topic. Maybe we'll push that to later.
All right, guys.
We have a quick break coming up, guys.
But let us know what your thoughts are on this conversation. What do women really want? Let us know on all our socials. Use the hashtag WakeUp Nigeria on TVC. We'll be right back.